he who is not courageous enough to take a risk will accomplish nothing in life.
Springtime. Yep. There's so much happening at the moment, but it's springtime in our nation's capital. I think spring is the best time of year in Canberra. Blue skies and sunshine, flowers blossoming everywhere, potential blossoming everywhere. Springtime. Years ago to the day that this went down.
Now the Canberra Raiders make their way onto the Sydney Football Stadium, led by Melvin Inga.
I'll keep this one simple. The Raiders of Canberra won 9 games straight to qualify for the 1989 Rugby League Grand Final. They played the Balmain Tigers that day, who were expected to win. Just a game, you might be thinking, but the events prior to the game and during the game and then after the game would change the fabric of Canberra forever. You may have noticed all the green around Canberra at the moment. It's for our Canberra Raiders, the current team, the team who are only one win away of making the 2019 Grand Final. 30 years later, the town of Canberra once again shines green. It all started 30 years ago with the hype of the 89 Grand Final. The team went to Sydney and courageously brought back their first premiership trophy. They were the first team outside of Sydney to do so, by the way. And a town full of public servants and pollies now had a soul.
It's green, green, green. Everyone's got Raiders fever. Everyone's got the Raiders spirit. And it's not just Canberra having the Raiders spirit, it's Queanbeyan as well. I'm here at the spiritual home of the Canberra Raiders, but the home of those famous green snags. Let's go and check them out. The man they call Butch, Mr. Pete Limbeck, the green snags. I know it happened 30 years ago. How'd you get the idea for that?
Well, it actually started from a St. Patrick's Day bowls tournament once.
The Irish blood again. First we stole the snags, then we stole the Viking clap. That's where it came from. Could you have imagined the response from the community getting into these green snags?
No, well, it was like at the time, on the Saturday before that grand final, like 1989, we closed at 12 o'clock. But at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we still had a line up the road to the next intersection, 100 metres long, of people still trying to get in here at that stage. And now, of course, with Facebook and a bit of social media, it is absolutely off its head now. The place will go mad again like it did. People were driving around the streets here with flags hanging out their windows. People were waiting at the airport when they arrived back from the grand final. It was packed out there. It will be pandemonium if they win. It will be crazy.
You can't do it without bread. Oh, where's that bread?
Where's the bread? That man won.
Right, try that again. With green snags, you need green bread.
Yeah.
Let's go get it.
We're young here. Well done.
Next stop, Finner Bakery. Right, come. The man behind the wonderful fluffy green bread, Mr. Kwan CBC. How'd you come up with the idea, mate?
Been supporting Raider for over 28 years, and this year 2 games beat Melbourne in their home turf. This is to come up.
So you became a Raiders fan in '92. How did that happen?
Oh, because we have a shop in Motion, so which is where the Raider club was there, and we see everything there, and there we go.
And if you you spent your time indulging over the green snags and green bread, it's time for a health kick. I'm down here at Double Shot and Deakin with the Green Lantern, they call him, Mr. Omar Muscat, mate. What's on the menu, mate?
Well, we're going to start with some green juice to cleanse. Then we're going to move into some green smoothie. I've got the beautiful pea green fritters, which you're going to see in a minute. And then we'll finish off with a beautiful green matcha.
Let's go get it.
Oh, yeah.
So you can be on the video, you can serve it for us. Food.
But I'm a Knight supporter.
Doesn't matter. You'll see the light, the green light. Because green means go, baby.
Yeah, the matcha!
Life's pretty straight without your green machine pancakes. Double shot Deakin.
Beautiful pea fritters,
Come and see the Green Lantern.
some avocados. Just like you.
Hey? Wow. Are we in heaven or are we with double shot? I think we're in heaven. And this is God.
Amen.
We're going to have green machine smoothies, green machine juices, green machine mochas, green machine pancakes. It's all green machine for the mighty Canberra Raiders. Jump on the wagon, get amongst us.
Support Ricky and the boys. Let's go.
Ricky and the boys now.
Go Canberra.
Meninga's picked it up. Chicken George has got support too. And they're pulled out just is he almost there. Try! Steve Jackson reached out and scored. What will win the premiership for the Canberra Raiders?
30 years ago today, this man involved in a beautiful occasion in the New South Wales Rugby League. Just a bunch of guys living their dream, playing first grade in the Sydney League. You get the Winfield Cup back to Canberra. How does it feel 30 years later?
It doesn't feel like 30 years ago. It just feels like yesterday, but there were some wonderful memories to take out of that contest. Winning the first ever Canberra Raiders premiership was pretty special. We weren't given a chance. A lot of people thought that it wasn't our time, it was Balmain's time. Made a lot of great mates out of that particular team. The club meant a great deal to me. And it's good to see the club having success now. But yeah, 30 years ago was unbelievable. The amount of emotion, the amount of tears, the excitement, the atmosphere on the day was unbelievable. And when we arrived back here to Canberra that evening, 30 years ago, just the people lined the streets, and there would have been thousands of people. And the next day, we turned up in Canberra in the middle of the city, and there would have been 60 to 80,000 people just there to support the Raiders. I've never seen an amount of people like it. There were people hugging, and there was tears, and there was just so much excitement, and it'll be memories that'll stay with me forever. The Raiders really bring that heartbeat to the town when they're doing well, and Canberrans like to support their football team. And the Raiders, when they're doing well, everyone wants to jump on board, and there's a good feel about the club at the moment. Ricky's done a tremendous job. There's no more passionate supporters in the game than the Canberra Raiders fans. I mean, you see them turn up here in the winter. We know how cold it gets, but they're there. They're there through thick and thin. They've always stayed and supported this wonderful club, and that's why you hope to see them get the success, not only for the players, but for the supporters as well.
30 years ago, we had the green snags back then, we had the green bread, we had the green coffees, we had everything green, lime green milk, everything was green. And the whole town was getting excited about that group of players representing the Viking on the jersey, the Raider on the jersey. How does it feel as yourself moved to Canberra, this little town called Canberra, and now you're being celebrated through green bread and green sausages?
Yeah, man, it's obviously a proud moment for us, but we understand the responsibility that we have. And that's what makes it that special, because they instilled something special within this place, and so we just want to carry on what those guys done before us.
For Nick and the boys at the Canberra Raiders,